Arsenal has just confirmed this morning that they are pursuing West Ham's £80 million star. Meanwhile, Mikel Arteta revealed that the club has secured a £70 million boost to target another promising forward. Lastly, we bring you the latest updates on the injuries to Odegaard, Gabriel, and Calafiori following the frustrating draw against Fulham. All this and more you can check out now with the top Arsenal news directly from Emirates Stadium, so make sure to like the video and check your subscription so you don't miss any updates. And without further ado, let's get started. Arsenal could be eyeing a January transfer coup similar to the blockbuster deal that brought Declan Rice to the Emirates. After a dominant 5-2 victory over West Ham, the Gunners have reportedly turned their attention to another Hammers star, Mohammed Kudus. Kudus, one of West Ham's standout performers, has been a rare bright spot in an otherwise turbulent season for Julen Lopetegui's side. With the manager under increasing pressure, West Ham may be forced to consider selling the Ghanaian midfielder to finance their own squad reinforcements. A January move for Kudus could add depth and dynamism to Mikel Arteta's midfield options as Arsenal push to keep pace in the title race. Mohammed Kudus is attracting widespread interest from top clubs across Europe, and Arsenal are reportedly among the suitors closely monitoring his situation at West Ham. The Ghana international has consistently showcased his talent and potential in the Premier League, making him a hot commodity ahead of the January transfer window. Arsenal, currently chasing the title, are said to be exploring options to strengthen their attacking lineup. Kudus' versatility, capable of operating out wide or centrally, fits the profile of the type of player Mikel Arteta is keen to add to his squad. If West Ham signals their willingness to sell in January, Arsenal are expected to express serious interest in bringing the dynamic midfielder to the Emirates, further bolstering their chances in the title race. West Ham find themselves in a challenging situation as they grapple with the fallout of Mikel Antonio's serious car accident, which has ruled the striker out for a significant period. The Hammers were already in the market for attacking reinforcements, but this development has added urgency to their search. However, West Ham's financial flexibility is limited due to PSR, profit and sustainability regulations constraints. To address their needs across the squad, they might consider selling Mohammed Kudus, a player who could command a significant fee in the transfer market. Arsenal remain attentive to Kudus' availability, viewing the Ghanaian as a potential addition to their attack. Yet, they're not alone, with Newcastle United also expressing interest in the former Ajax star. The primary hurdle for any interested party will be Kudus' release clause, reportedly over £80 million. While West Ham may entertain offers below that figure, any deal will still require a substantial investment, something only a handful of clubs may be willing or able to meet. Arsenal and Chelsea get £70 million striker boost as £200 a week wages may force sale. Arsenal's recent struggles in front of goal were underlined by their 1-1 draw with Fulham, a result that further highlights the team's inconsistent form in the Premier League. Having scored just 13 goals across their last 8 league matches, 5 of which came in a single game against West Ham, there is growing pressure on Mikel Arteta to address the lack of a clinical presence in the number 9 role. Kai Havertz and Gabriel Jesus, who shared the responsibility in the Fulham draw, have yet to deliver the level of consistency Arsenal need in that position. As a result, calls for the Gunners to sign a true center forward in 2025 are growing louder. Among Arsenal's reported targets are Newcastle United's Alexander Isak, who has yet to agree on a new deal with the Magpies. Victor Gyökeres, Sporting Lisbon's standout striker, and RB Leipzig's Benjamin Šeško are also believed to be on Arsenal's radar. However, Dusan Vlahovic of Juventus remains a particularly intriguing option, with the Serbian striker reportedly approaching a pivotal moment in his career in Turin. Arsenal, alongside Manchester United and Chelsea, are keeping a close eye on his situation. The addition of a proven goal scorer could be the key to reinvigorating Arsenal's attack and maintaining their title challenge in 2025. Arsenal's long-standing interest in Dusan Vlahovic appears to remain strong, with the Serbian striker once again emerging as a potential target for the Gunners. Having missed out on signing Vlahovic before his £70 million move from Fiorentina to Juventus 3 years ago, Mikel Arteta's side could reignite their pursuit as Juventus face a pivotal decision on the player's future. Vlahovic's current contract with Juventus runs until 2026, but with negotiations for an extension stalling, the Turin club may be forced to cash in on the 23-year-old in either the January transfer window or next summer. This scenario presents an opportunity for Arsenal, who are actively seeking a consistent and prolific number 9 to lead their attack. Chelsea and Manchester United are also keeping tabs on Vlahovic's situation. Despite Nicholas Jackson's strong performances for Chelsea and the presence of Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee at United, both clubs are reportedly monitoring the Serbian forward as a potential solution to their attacking needs. For Arsenal, Vlahovic could bring the physical presence and finishing prowess they've lacked in the final third. However, securing his signature is likely to require a significant investment, especially with competition from other Premier League giants. If Juventus decide to sell, the upcoming transfer windows will be pivotal in determining Vlahovic's next destination. Dusan Vlahovic's future at Juventus appears increasingly uncertain as the club grapples with the financial implications of his substantial salary. While his tally of 9 goals in 17 games this season underscores his capability, it hasn't fully justified the £200,000 a week net wage he commands, the highest in Serie A following the departures of Paul Pogba and Victor Osimhen. Juventus, aiming to stabilize their wage structure, are reportedly seeking to renegotiate Vlahovic's terms by offering a reduced salary and a potential contract extension. However, the Serbian forward is seemingly unwilling to accept a pay cut, heightening the likelihood of an exit in the near future. With negotiations reaching a critical juncture in the coming weeks, Juventus may face a tough decision. Should talks collapse, they could opt to cash in on the 23-year-old in the January transfer window or the summer, while his market value remains robust. This situation presents an opportunity for clubs like Arsenal, who are in the market for a reliable striker. However, any potential suitor will need to consider the financial commitment required not only to meet Juventus's valuation, but also to satisfy Vlahovic's wage expectations. The next few weeks will be pivotal in shaping the trajectory of Vlahovic's career. Arsenal's frustrating 1-1 draw against Fulham not only saw them drop vital points, but also added to their mounting injury concerns. The match began poorly for the Gunners as Raul Jimenez opened the scoring with a well-placed strike, putting the visitors on the back foot early. Despite their struggles, Arsenal responded with a signature set-piece goal as William Saliba headed in an equalizer to restore parity. The Gunners pressed for a winner and thought they had snatched it when Bukayo Saka found the back of the net, only for VAR to disallow the goal, leaving the visitors to settle for a point. The real blow, however, lies in the growing injury list that now plagues Mikel Arteta's squad. As the fixtures pile up, these fitness setbacks threaten to derail Arsenal's momentum, making the upcoming weeks a critical period for Arteta and his medical staff to manage the squad effectively. Martin Odegaard was an injury concern for Arsenal during the clash with Fulham on 2 different occasions. The playmaker was on his haunches early in the match and seemingly signaled to the bench that he had an issue. He managed to carry on until later in the first half, where a challenge sent him to ground holding his ankles. There was some concern that Odegaard may be out of action, though he continued until late in the game when he came off. There is plenty of hope that the club captain will be fit and available to take on AS Monaco in midweek. Alexander Zinchenko, defender. Alexander Zinchenko missed out against Fulham due to injury, though the exact reason was never specified. Mikel Arteta claimed that he was hopeful some of the injured players could return against AS Monaco in midweek. Whether Zinchenko can shake off his current issue to return to the team remains to be seen though, with such a quick turnaround on the cards. Gabriel Magalhaes, another defender who has been absent, is Gabriel Magalhaes, who has an injury issue that has seen him miss the past 2 games. The Brazilian was claimed to only have a short-term problem, which may hint at a possible return in the Champions League. Whether Gabriel will feature is another question though, with his absence coming as a huge blow, especially against Fulham. Ricardo Calafiori. Another backline injury comes from Ricardo Calafiori, another player who has missed the past 2 games for Arsenal. The Italian international was having his minutes managed in recent weeks as he looked to return from a separate injury. However, that time in and out of the team has seemingly developed into a slightly bigger injury in the past week or so, though he is a possibility to face AS Monaco. Ben White is set to be sidelined for another month or so, following on from knee surgery for the defender to help resolve persistent issues. The 27-year-old is expected to make a return after the new year, with his versatility missed in the backline over recent matches. Takehiro Tomiyasu. Another long-term injury in the squad is Takehiro Tomiyasu, with the defender spending time away from the club to help recover. The knee issue has been persistent for the Japanese international, who is still fighting back to full fitness. Well folks, those were the main news for today. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated on everything happening with our beloved team, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel now and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for joining us, and until the next video.